3-3-2. Girls that aren't even scoring close to half a point a game. Lenny Krebs said today that their substitutes, the girls off their bench, have shot 24 shots through 13 games, right? So they're counting on their 5. Well, now it's 4, and one of their bench players is going to have to start, and it'll be Caitlin Bergman, a 5'7" senior, who will be in their lineup. However, their 4 players that are their regulars will be sufficient to win this game if they can do it. Bailey Kellum averages 18 points and 5 rebounds a game. She had 10 and 10 earlier today in the semifinals. Megan Ostrowski, a 6'1" senior, averages 13 points and 9 rebounds. Volleyball is her big sport. However, she's pretty good at basketball too. She has 30 block shots entering into the game today. And then you have Faith Owen, a very good three-point shooter, 19 per game. She's averaging 6 points a game. Bellum is their leader at 25 three-pointers. Keys to the game, a good start, some flow, and some freshness. Obviously, keeping Garrett away from the basket is going to be very important. These two teams match up pretty well. I think for Warsaw, the biggest thing they're going to have to do is they're going to have to cut down on the turnovers. Turnovers the last few games have become a bit of a bugaboo. We don't have stats from today, so I can't give you an official total, but it felt like it was in the high teens, 18, 19, maybe even 20, and still Warsaw scored 54 points. The other thing is, how healthy is Caitlin Krebs? We're about to find out. Warsaw and Garrett about to meet for the 44th Lady Tiger Tournament Championship, and we're back with the lineups, the anthem, and the tip-off next on News Now Warsaw.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road in Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's damage from a fire, flood, mold, storm, or biohazard, Lake City Restoration is the solution for your emergency service needs. Call 574-385-9111. That's 385-9111. Online at lcrestore.com or simply Google Lake City Restoration.
When my team goes to work for you, we are original. Professionals with modern, unparalleled marketing and unwavering standards and passion. To us, it's more than just selling someone a house. We move people's lives forward and guide them to a home. Handling the real estate task flawlessly is one thing, but our expertise in people and results is what clients respect about us. I believe that is what makes us successful. I'm Brian Peterson of the Brian Peterson Real Estate Group of Warsaw. You can reach us at brianpetersongroup.com.
Progressive Insurance, Home Depot, Babel. You recognize the names? Know what they have in common? They are some of radio's top advertisers last year. Effective advertising boosts top-of-mind awareness. Radio works because listeners recall 82% of the commercials that they hear. That's 5 times more than non-radio advertisers. For a free consultation on how Warsaw Radio can help make your business grow, contact Woody at woody@kensington.media. That's woody@kensington.media, where we are working for you.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW 1480 AM and W259 DJ 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
This is the first meeting in girls basketball between these two schools. Warsaw, when this game tips off, will face their 82nd different opponent from the state of Indiana and their 86th different opponent overall. The Lady Tigers looking for their 16th championship in the 44 years. Many teams stack these tournaments so that they can get 2 easy wins and be happy. That has never been the case here. As a matter of fact, Warsaw's only been in the championship in 34 of the 44 now, previous championship games. So this has never been set up to be easy for Warsaw. Many years they did not even make it to the championship game. Warsaw will be in road black uniforms. They have orange numbers trimmed in white. Garrett in white uniforms. Their colors are burgundy or maroon and navy blue, which is a really cool combination. Let's go courtside. Dave Baumgartner has the microphone for tonight's preliminaries.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the TCU Court and to the Tiger Den and to the championship game that will feature the Garrett Railroaders against the Warsaw Tigers. Before we get started with the contest, we would like to take this time to honor our country with the national anthem. So, gentlemen, please remove your headgear as we honor our great country. Thank you very much. And now we would like to introduce the starting lineup for the Garrett Lady Railroaders. Wearing number 4, Natalie Armstrong. Wearing number 10, Bailey Kellum. Number 12, Morgan Ostrowski. Number 14, Faith Owen. And number 30, Caitlin Bergman. The head coach of the Garrett Railroaders is Kim Armstrong. And the rest of the Lady Railroaders. Now we'd like to introduce the starting lineup for the Lady Tigers of Warsaw. Number 5, Zoe Bergman. Number 11, Bailey Stevens. Number 15, Ava Egoff. Number 31, Abby Sainer. And number 35, Kaitlin Krebs. Head coach of the Lady Tigers is Lenny Krebs, assisted by Jack Beer, Kevin Bragg, and Hannah Wanamaker.
And those are the starting lineups for tonight's game. Again, Krebs in that lineup. We'll see how it goes. We would like to thank the following athletic department sponsors for helping make this live video broadcast on the Tiger Broadcast Network free to all viewers. Sim Financial, Lakeside Chevrolet, and Warsaw Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on State Road 15 North in Warsaw. It'll be Sander to jump it up, and she'll jump it up against Morgan Ostrowski for the championship of the Lady Tiger Tournament. Up she goes, tip control by the Railroaders. And right away, Warsaw is going to come out in a specialty defense. Driving in Armstrong into the corner. This is Bergman. Bergman lobs it out for Armstrong. Armstrong very quick with the basketball. We saw her go from 0 to 60 in about 2 seconds with 3 dribbles. Three-pointer by Bergman is an air ball. And Sander with another rebound for Warsaw. Ahead to Bergen. To Stevens, around to Sander. Right wing to Krebs. Egoff is down in the post. Out top Bergen. Out on the left side for Stevens. Bailey waving people around. Throws it out for Krebs. Right side for Egoff. Egoff now to Sander between the circles. Left side to Krebs. She looks for cutters. Nobody's open. Bergen right side to Bailey Stevens. We played almost a minute of the first quarter. Still looking for our first score. Stevens dribbling off on the right. Out to Sander. Around to Bergen. It's a man-to-man defense by the Railroaders. Out top Krebs for 3. Good. Well, I'm not a medical expert, but I'd say she's just fine. 3-0 Lady Tigers. Krebs with her 36th three-pointer of the season. And a high pass over everybody and out of bounds. Ostrowski was turning towards her right shoulder, and when she did that, the ball slipped out of her hands as she tried to throw it left-handed over to the wing, and she threw it over everybody and out of bounds. Stevens into the front court. Left side, Bergen. Zoe holding. Fakes left, throws it right. Egoff starts down the lane. Fakes, throws it back out to Krebs. Krebs across to Bergen. Down to the corner, Stevens. Bailey back out to Bergen. Now between the circles, Egoff. She got run into. Play goes on. Egoff at the elbow, across to Bergen. She's open and shooting for three. That's good. Zoe Bergen hit a three-pointer for the Lady Tigers, and it's 6-0 Warsaw, 2 minutes in. Armstrong down the lane, knocked away by Sander. A whistle, held ball, and the arrow belongs to Warsaw. Well, I'm going to have to look, because I thought Zoe had a three-pointer from earlier in the season, but my notes say she does not. So we'll have to do some investigating on that. Bergen with a rare three-pointer to be sure. Warsaw leads 6-0. Stevens left corner. Out to the wing to Bergen, now to the top for Egoff. She'll dribble right and hand back to Krebs. Krebs puts on the floor, off a screen from Sander to the foul line, shoots and hits. Caseland already with more points tonight than she did today, and it's 8-0 Lady Tigers. Near corner, Bergman. They back away from her and say, you want to shoot it? We'll let you. Armstrong flies in the lane. Shot blocked by Sander. Sander grabs it out of midair. Outlet to Stevens. Racing up the middle. Kicks it right to Krebs. Krebs out to Stevens, around to Sander. Left corner to Bergen. Now to the top, Krebs. Caseland drives in the corner. Bergen's going to try another three-pointer. No, not this time. Rebound knocked away by Stevens. Grabbed by Ostrowski for Garrett. In transition, Armstrong has no numbers. Drives in, kicks it out. Here comes another three-try by Bergman. This one's good. Her second three-pointer of the season. It's 8-3, Lady Tigers. And Krebs in transition for another three. That one's no good. Bergen the rebound. Slipped it inside to Sander for two. Garrett's defense, heads spinning. As the ball went over their heads, Zoe grabbed it. And by the time they turned around, she had flipped it back inside to Sander for her first two, and it's 10-3. On the drive. Nice pass inside. Ostrowski, foul called. Foul called on Abby Sander, her first. You're waiting for the voice of Rob Bredeker. You will not hear tonight. Rob has the day off. He is spending time with his family today. We will see him here in the Tiger Den on January the 8th for the Northridge game. Free throw up and rolling in. Morgan's a 73% free throw shooter. That's her first point, her 10th of the day. It's 10-4, and Morgan's got another one coming. And that one's up, and it's good too. She shoots a very low trajectory shot, but it finds the well, and it's 10-5. Stevens to Egoff, now around to the right to Bergen. Bergen back out to Krebs, back to Bergen, down to Sander outside the block, triple teamed across the lane, knocked away and stolen by Owen. Knocked away and stolen by Faith Owen. Here comes Armstrong. Crosses over, down the lane, flipped it up underhand, and flipped it in. Armstrong with her first two, and we'll have a stoppage as the ball got away and was rolling off the court. So the official stopped it. By the way, that was Zoe Bergen's first three-pointer of the season. And Warsaw leads 10-7. After the initial rush, now Garrett trying to get themselves back in the game. They're within three. Sander out top. They're trying to draw Ostrowski away from the basket. She's not the only tall girl they have, but she's the tallest and their best shot blocker. Sander right wing, out beyond the three-point arc. Stevens runs down the lane. A whistle and a hand-checking foul is going to be called. Both officials out at the top called it. Faith Owen has her first foul, and that's the first foul against Garrett here in the opening quarter. Stevens to play it in baseline right at the far end. Bailey looks and looks, gets it to Krebs' right corner. She'll dribble up the sidelines and throw it back to Stevens in the corner. Back out for Krebs, around to Sander, left wing to Bergen. 3:15 left to play in the quarter. Warsaw leads by 3. Stevens to the foul line, open and shoots, and couldn't get the roll. Tipped by Bergen, but grabbed by Kellum for Garrett. She had 10 of those earlier today. In transition, Armstrong backs it out, lobs near side. Owen now dribbles back across and throws it to Armstrong. She'll flip it inside to Ostrowski. Her shot is short. Rebound grab by Egoff for the Lady Tigers. Krebs in transition from the left, angles to the foul line, right side Bergen. Bergen to the elbow, across to Sander. Sander puts on the floor, down to the block, puts it off the glass, no good. Bergen came flying in and will tie it up. And we'll have a held ball, and the arrow belongs to the Railroaders. Lenny Krebs wanted a foul on the drive. We've seen that called a lot. But we've seen a lot of shooting-type fouls not called today in the 3 previous games. Warsaw now in a 1-3-1 half-court trap. In the corner, Kellum open for 3, and it's good. When Armstrong penetrated, the wing player had to come up. That left Kellum open, and we are tied at 10. Bergen at the other end, hard to the basket, no good. Rebound tipped around and grabbed by Bergman for Garrett. In transition, Armstrong out to Owen. Her 3 is on the way. No good. Kellum all by herself on the weak side. Shot blocked by Sander off the backboard, and Abby grabs the rebound. Warsaw dodges a big bullet there. Pass down court. Egoff makes the catch, stumbles, put it up, blocked, foul called. Bergman with a huge surprised look on her face. And who'd they get? Oh, they got the foul on Faith Owen. That's her second. The foul on Owen is number 2, and this puts Bob Lapido, their head coach, in a serious bind. He is already 1 player short on a team that really only went about 6 deep anyway. Egoff puts the first one up and in. Ava's been very good at the free throw line this season. With that, makes she's 12 out of 15. Abby Peterson into the game for Zoe Bergen with 1:55 left to go in a very entertaining first quarter. I will go so far as to say, and I don't think anyone would challenge it, it's been the best quarter of basketball overall that we've seen all day long. Egoff shoots again. That one rims around, no good. Rebound tip, and Peterson dives in there, tries to roll it out. It's still rolling around loose, and finally Owen gets it for Garrett. She's still out there playing with 2 fouls. In transition, Owen out between the circles to Armstrong. The 5'8 senior crosses over, drives in left, puts it up lefty, no good. Rebound to Sander. Armstrong slow to get up. Warsaw has an advantage. Krebs left wing. Down to the baseline, all the way to the basket. Oh, it never got over the rim. Now the rebound's grabbed by Bergman for Garrett. Armstrong in transition, back to Owen. Now she'll throw it to Armstrong down here below us. 1:24 left in the period. Armstrong up the baseline, through the lane, tipped by Sander, taken away by Egoff. Now Stevens through the center circle with 1:15 left in the quarter. Peterson left wing. Pumps it down into Sander on the block. She'll lean in and shoot it and score. Abby with 4. Warsaw 13-10 leaders over Garrett here with 1 minute left to play exactly in the opening quarter of the Lady Tiger Tournament Championship. Ball tipped away by Stevens, grabbed up by Kellum. Out top, Armstrong. She shoots a 3, and it's good. Armstrong shoots the ball, and it literally spins sideways. But it went in, and it's 13-13 with 40 seconds left to play in the quarter. Peterson left wing, right in front of the Garrett bench. Out top, a 3 is good by Krebs. Kasler with 2 threes and 8 points. Warsaw leads 16-13, half a minute to go. Armstrong into the corner. Bergman will gather up for 3, and that's good. Where did she come from? She's got 2 3-pointers when she had 1 through the first 14 games. 18 seconds left. Krebs off on the left. Out to Sander, now to Stevens with 10 seconds. Right side to Peterson. Looking for Krebs curling. She wasn't open. 6 seconds, 5. Stumbled down the lane, a whistle, and they're going to call traveling. There was contact on the drive. Lenny Krebs is going to ask Brett Patrick about it, and Brett's going to say, look, from my angle, looked like she just fell down. 3.4 left. No one guarding the inbounder. Peterson now will kind of drift that way. Kellum's got it. She's going to get all the way to midcourt, all the way down to launch a 3-pointer at the buzzer, and no foul call. The Garrett fans didn't like that, and their coach Bob Lapadot didn't like it either. After 1, Warsaw 16 and Garrett 16. We'll start quarter number 2 in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Basketball is a game where your team could play man defense, zone defense, motion offense, press. You could focus on shooting threes or scoring in the post. Whatever strategy you use, In order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder for Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future.
Let Alder for Bergen be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder for Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderforbergen.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
We've seen enough far too long. America has been turned inside out. Red versus blue, left versus right. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So what can we all agree on? Saving money, buying smart, looking out for our future. R&B Car Company is proud to be an American company where we buy smart. So you do save money. Look to the future. Find your next vehicle at rbcarcompany.com.
Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at newsnowwarsaw.com and the News Now Warsaw app.
Numbers after one with Warsaw and Garrett all tied up at 16. Garrett 5 of 10 from the field, 4 of 5 from three-point range, and 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Warsaw 6 of 12 from the field, 3 of 5 from three-point range, and 1 of 2 at the line. Rebounding edge to Garrett, 7-5, as Peterson shoots a 3 and misses, and the rebound's grabbed by McKenna Malcolm for Garrett, and they have a chance for their first lead. Kellum on the drive, ran into Brooke Winchester. There's going to be a foul called against the Lady Tigers. And Lady Krebs not happy about the fact that he felt like there were fouls at the other end, and Peterson's going to get her first foul on that drive, and it will result in free throws for the Railroaders. And a tie game, at least for the moment. Kellum shoots for her fourth point, and she's got it. She's a 76% free throw shooter. As a team, Garrett only 65%. So Garrett has the lead for the first time, and now it could be 2, and it is. Kellum makes both. 18-16 Railroaders. Winchester left wing. Out there with Sander, Krebs, Egoff, and Peterson. Now they find Egoff at the left block. She'll stumble in and put it up, and we're going to have a foul called against Garrett. It'll be a non-shooting foul against McKenna Malcolm, her first. 3 team fouls on Garrett, 2 have been called against the Lady Tigers. And on the inbounds, Peterson finds Krebs right corner. Out to Peterson between the circles. Abby dribbles left, then back to the right. Finds Winchester off a screen for 3, rimming over the backboard and out of bounds. Brooke was almost leaning forward when she shot that ball, and it didn't really have much of a hump in it. And it hit the back of the rim and bounced straight over the board. So Garrett with a 2-point lead and the basketball. And Warsaw comes out with a half-court 1-3-1 trap. Near corner, Kellum. Across to Armstrong. Into the corner for Malcolm. Now all the way out to Owen. Around to Kellum. Open for 3. Rimming no good. Good block out by Krebs. Peterson with a rebound for Warsaw. Up ahead, Winchester. Down and deep to Egoff. Backs in and scores. That ball hung on the rim for a long, long time before it gave up and gravity took over. 18-18, our 4th tie of this game. Down in deep. Kellum, double teamed. Out to Armstrong for 3, and that one's good. She hits her 13th three-pointer of the season, and it's 21-18 Garrett. Winchester, right corner, threw it into traffic, foul called. And that's a good break for Warsaw because Winchester threw that with 2 defenders right there on her. Unfortunately for Garrett, the one behind, which was Malcolm, leaned on her a little too hard, and that's her second foul. Peterson and Egoff out. Stevens and Bergen back in for Lenny Krebs at 6:24 of quarter number 2 with Warsaw trailing 21-18. Stevens on the inbounds. Finds Bergen wide open left corner. 4-3, no good. Rebound grab by Ostrowski. I'm not sure. Zoe came into the game attempting 7. A whistle and a blocking foul called on Bergen as Armstrong drove to the basket. We saw her do that earlier today in their semifinal win over Kokomo. She gets a full head of steam, and if she decides she can make it even to the free throw line, she's going to go. And Warsaw did not get turned around. Armstrong shoots it up there and in. Natalie already with 9 points. She had 7 to go along with 5 assists and 3 rebounds in their win over Kokomo, 40-18 today. Second one up. That one's good too. She's in double figures already with 10. It's 23-18 in favor of Garrett. Winchester, right wing. Nobody to throw it to out top. Now to Stevens, left side to Bergen. Zoe holding right in front of the Warsaw on her chest. A whistle, a foul away for the ball against Warsaw. Stevens with an illegal screen. That's her first. Right now, Warsaw dead in the water on offense. And Garrett's built a 5-point lead, and they've got the ball back. Armstrong brings it up. Already 10 points in her pocket. Warsaw drops back in a 1-2-2 zone defense. Kellum back out to Armstrong. Back to Kellum in the corner. Drives around Winchester and dribbled the ball off her own foot and out of bounds. And Warsaw got a huge break there. Right now, Warsaw's hanging in because Garrett has made a few mistakes that have allowed them to hang in. You get the feeling that the Railroaders are ready to run away from the Lady Tigers here. Winchester out on the right, out top to Bergen. Left side to Stevens. Sander comes across the lane. They look for her in the post, can't get in there. Bergen out on the right wing. Drives in, back across. Oh, Stevens did good to keep that one from going into the Garrett bench. That's another left-handed pass by Warsaw that was off target. Winchester out top to Krebs. Right side Stevens. Bailey directing traffic. Has Winchester down the post, did not throw her the ball. And then Bergen's pass went right through Sanders' hands and out of bounds. It wasn't a perfect pass, but it was certainly good enough. And out of bounds to Garrett, who leads by 5. And it's out of bounds to Garrett. And Warsaw drops back into man-to-man this trip. 5 minutes left to play in the half. Garrett leads by 5. Armstrong back to Owen. Owen near the center circle, drifting to the near side. Krebs gives her space. Now Armstrong off the right. Now cuts to the left hand with a dribble into the lane, then threw it back out. Bergman back out to Armstrong. One-on-one against Bergen at the top. Crosses over left. Leans in, puts it off the glass and in. Right now Warsaw can't stop Natalie Armstrong. She has 12, and it's 25-18 in favor of the Railroaders. Warsaw needs a hoop in the worst possible way. Krebs in the corner, Bergen. Down inside, Egoff. Wheels in the lane, got tied up, yanked it out of there, put it up, missed it, but she's fouled. This will be against Kellum. That's her first. Egoff back to the free throw line where she missed 1 out of 2 earlier. Egoff with 3 points, looking for a fourth. Her team trailing by 7. Remember, Warsaw got off to a very fast start in this game. Free throw up and no good. So Ava's missed her last 2, and 1 more coming. Nobody's taking timeout, plenty of timeouts. Team fouls 5 for Garrett. Warsaw's been called for 4. And Egoff makes that one. And gives her 4 and makes it 25-19 Railroaders as we approach the midpoint of quarter number 2. Armstrong across the line. Stevens will take her. Into the corner, Bergman up the baseline. Under the basket, ball knocked away, and Krebs could not save it. It's out of bounds to Garrett. Armstrong will throw it in. Stevens will try to distract her. They'll lob it to the near corner, and Kellum caught the ball, landing out of bounds. So a good job by Warsaw to make that pass be thrown a little wider, and it's out of bounds to the Tigers at 4 minutes to play second quarter. Warsaw with just 3 points in the period. Stevens, stop and go move. Drives in, puts it up, puts it in, and a foul. They cleared out the whole right side of the court for Bailey. She took it in and drew the personal foul. And they called the foul against Owen, and that is her 3rd. So again, an injured player and a short bench anyway, as Stevens makes the free throw, and they still haven't subbed. And Bob Lapadot is not subbing. Armstrong drives to the right, peels back out to the wing, all the way across for Owen. She's got to be really careful now. Armstrong out to Ostrowski, beyond the arc, back across the near side to Owen. Owen trying to drive around Krebs. Got around her, put it off the glass and in. Timeout will be called here by Garrett. It's a full timeout. 3:34 left to play here in the first half. Garrett leads Warsaw 27-22. We're back here in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon. In basketball, as in life, preparation is key. That's why those of us at Rock Hill Pinnock work so hard. We put in the long hours necessary to help you win your case. We develop our skills through legal education, mediation training, and using the latest technology to fight for you. Our attorneys use their decades of experience to make sure that we're prepared to give you the best outcome possible. If you'd like to talk to us about your legal needs, call 267-6116 for an appointment. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, car stalls won't start, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, I reckon any state, and need the best rates, take the next step, call Records and F, go with the guys who got the best tools, if you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you, bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, call Records and F to come get you.
Remember, when you get in a wreck,
call Records and F.
You're listening to the Warsaw Tiger Radio Network, 99.7 FM, 1480 AM, NewsNowWarsaw.com, and the News Now Warsaw app.
And we'd like to thank the following athletic department sponsors for helping make the live video broadcast on the Tiger Broadcasting Network free. Those are Sim Financial, Lakeside Chevrolet, and Warsaw Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Krebs off the timeout by Garrett hits another three-pointer. We weren't sure she was going to play. She's got 11, and Warsaw's within 2, 27-25. Bergman, left corner, out to Armstrong against Stevens. Trying to drive, nowhere to go. Kellum on the weave, out of the right for Bergman. Whips it inside. Sanner, Sanner's going to get called for the foul. They're going to call her for holding, but the truth is they're saying that the offhand is where she got it. But Abby Sanner, we had a good look at the offhand. Her offhand was off the body. Armstrong in the corner, a fading three, no good. Long rebound, loose in the lane, and we're going to have a held ball. And the arrow belongs to the Railroaders. 2:51 left to play, first half. Here in the 44th Lady Tiger Tournament. Garrett 27, Warsaw 25. That's a heat check type shot from Armstrong. Ostrowski backs down into Sanner, kicks it across, good catch there by Malcolm. Now Kellum back out to Malcolm, around to Bergman, out of the near side for Armstrong. Leaning and looking and probing, thinking about how she can get to the basket. Kellum took a hop, drives down, kicks it out. Bergman left corner, backs into Egoff, lost the ball, picked it back up. Kellum, one dribble, then back out to Armstrong. 2:25 left to play, second quarter. Garrett 27-25 leaders on Warsaw. Kellum out to Armstrong from 25, no good. Long rebound, Stevens came flying in there from the top to grab it. Warsaw with a chance to tie this trip. Right side Egoff. Now down to the right corner to Bergen. Back out to Egoff around to Stevens. 2 minutes to go in the half. Warsaw down by 2. Bailey to the right elbow, backs it out beyond the arc. Out top to Bergen. Bergen finds Krebs on the left wing. She's well covered. They lob it down too high and out of bounds. Out of bounds, and the ball belongs to Garrett. I'm not sure if Abby would have been able to get to the basket anyway, and she caught it. But the pass was, as she's holding the defender off with the left hand, reaching back with the right, the pass was like over her left shoulder. So it would have been a very difficult catch, let alone shot make. So Warsaw gives away an opportunity to tie the game, and with 90 seconds left, Garrett now spreads the floor. Kellum, near side, backs it out beyond the volleyball line. Now to Armstrong. Clock running down to 1:18 left. Armstrong puts on the floor, kicks it out. Three-pointer by Malcolm is an air ball. But Egoff, it came down so quickly, Egoff put up her hand to protect herself, and it hit her hand and went out of bounds. So Armstrong will throw it in down here below us. And she looks, and she's having trouble getting it in. She lobs it out top. It's caught by Kellum. Kellum, Brooke Winchester, by the way, came in for Sanner during that last stoppage. Armstrong out on the near side. One-on-one against Stevens. Trying to stop a go move. Bailey was right there with her step for step. A minute to play in the half. Warsaw's down by 2. Armstrong, again, trying to size up Bailey to get her to make a misstep and then take her on the dribble, and she can't do it. She'll try it from the other side. Lobs it back to Kellum. Kellum on the drive, and the land ball stripped away, taken away. Bergen with a steal, racing up the middle of the floor. Zoe's going to keep it and drive in and put it up. It's blocked. Egoff the rebound. She's in jail. Put it up. Whistle. Foul call. Good hustle by Ava Egoff. She was not in the original play, but she kept running. Bailey Kellum with her second. Egoff with a chance to tie the game with 2 throws. 34 and change left to play here before halftime. Egoff, big deep knee bend, shoots it from a right ear, and it's no good. Egoff came into the tournament shooting 11 out of 14. In this game, she's 2 out of 5. She'll get 1 more. And that one's up, and it's way wide right, no good. Bergen tips it, and she's going to get a foul for it. That's the 6th team foul, I believe, against Garrett. And with 33.6 left, the Railroaders have dodged a couple of bullets. Bergen had a fast break opportunity. Warsaw did not convert. And now they still lead by 2. Warsaw has the possession arrow. Armstrong pounding the dribble out top. Stevens creeping closer with every dribble. Now about 2 arm lengths away. Brett Patrick started a count. Now he stops the count. 10 seconds left. Armstrong. Between the legs dribble. Ran into Stevens. Spins the foul line. Lobs it in the corner. Then back out to Kellum with 3, with 2, with 1. Armstrong will force one up at the buzzer, and it's good. Armstrong with a tremendous first half. Shot one from 30 down here below us to make it Garrett 30, Warsaw 25 at halftime. First half scoring comes your way after this 90-second break on News Now Warsaw.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road at Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's damage from a fire, flood, mold, storm, or biohazard, Lake City Restoration is the solution for your emergency service needs. Call 574-385-9111. That's 385-9111. Online at lcrestore.com or simply Google Lake City Restoration.
When my team goes to work for you, we are original. Professionals with modern, unparalleled marketing and unwavering standards and passion. To us, it's more than just selling someone a house. We move people's lives forward and guide them to a home. Handling the real estate task flawlessly is one thing, but our expertise in people and results is what clients respect about us. I believe that is what makes us successful. I'm Brian Peterson of the Brian Peterson Real Estate Group of Warsaw. You can reach us at brianpetersongroup.com.
Basketball is a game where your team could play man defense, zone defense, motion offense, press. You could focus on shooting threes or scoring in the post. Whatever strategy you use, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder for Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future.
Let Alder for Bergen be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder for Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderforbergen.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
Now back to the Lady Tigers on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Halftime here at Warsaw in the championship of the 44th Lady Tiger Tournament. It's Garrett 30, Warsaw 25. First half scoring for the Railroaders. Natalie Armstrong is their leader. She had 10 in the second quarter and a halftime total of 15, including 3 3-point baskets. Bailey Kellum's got 5, including a 3-pointer. Morgan Ostrowski with 2. Faith Owen, 2. Caitlin Bergman, though, maybe the biggest surprise of all. She had 5 total points for the season in 14 games. She hit 2 3-pointers here in the first half. For Warsaw, Zoe Bergen, her first 3-pointer of the season for 3. Bailey Stevens with 3 on a 3-point play. Ava Egoff with 4. Abby Sander with 4. And the leaders, Caitlin Krebs, who was questionable even up to the time that the warm-up started because of the injury she suffered earlier today. She hit 3 3-pointers and has 11 points. We were tied at 16 at halftime, but Garrett outscored Warsaw 14-9 in the second to lead by 5 here at the intermission. We were tied at 10, 13, 16, and 18. We had one lead change. The JV is playing right now in the Career Center gym. They're playing Kokomo for the championship of that tournament. They won earlier today in their semifinal against Chesterton. And earlier in the consolation game, Chesterton beat Kokomo 48-45. Again, in the championship game, it's Garrett 30, Warsaw 25. The first half stats brought to you by Oliver Bergen and Company are next on News Now Warsaw.
Enough far too long. America has been turned inside out. Red versus blue, left versus right. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So what can we all agree on? Saving money, buying smart, looking out for our future. R&B Car Company is proud to be an American company where we buy smart. So you do save money. Look to the future. Find your next vehicle at rbcarcompany.com.
Welcome to another exciting year of Tiger basketball. At Rock Hill Pinnock, we enjoy listening to a hard-fought game with excitement and uncertainty at the end. However, uncertainty is exactly the opposite of what you want from a law firm. You want attorneys who know the law, who know how to solve your problem, and can give you the certainty of sound legal advice. That's what we pride ourselves on here at Rock Hill Pinnock. I'm Jay Rigdon, and I'm inviting you to call us at 267-6116 for an appointment to discuss your legal needs. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, car stalls won't start, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, wrecking any state, and need the best rate, take the next step, call Records and Net, go with the guys who got the best tools, if you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you, bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, call Records and Net to come get you.
Remember, when you get in a wreck,
call Records and Net.
This is Warsaw's Tiger Station. News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
30-25, Garrett leads Warsaw here at halftime. It's time for the halftime stats, and those are brought to you by Oliver Bergen and Company. Let them be the head coach of your financial planning team. Oliver Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at oliverbergen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Shooting numbers for Garrett, 9 of 19 for the field, 47%, 6 of 11 for three-point range. Again, that's a team that shoots 33% for the season, and we're 3 of 12 against Kokomo today, 6 of 11 in the first half, 6 of 6 at the free throw line. Warsaw, 50%, 9 out of 18, 4 of 9 for three-point range, 3 out of 7 at the free throw line, and that's a huge problem right now. Warsaw all of a sudden struggling at the stripe here in this game. Rebounds pretty even. Garrett up 11-10. Turnovers, Garrett with 5 and Warsaw with 4. Points off turnovers, Warsaw with 9, Garrett with 4. Second chance points, Garrett has turned their one offensive rebound into 0 points. One offensive rebound, so Warsaw's done a good job there. Warsaw with 1 offensive rebound, and they got a three-pointer out of it, so 3 points on their second chances. Again, Warsaw trailing 30-25 at the intermission. Just looking at the numbers, again, free throws, you would normally think that they'd make 5 out of 7. That would be realistic. So you had 2 points there, and if Warsaw just makes one other shot, a 2-point shot, then we're within striking distance. But that's not the way it worked out. Again, Warsaw will have the ball to start the third quarter. Looking at individual numbers, Zoe Bergen, 1 out of 4. Her make was a 3-point shot, her first of the season. But you look at the rest, Abby Sander, just 2 out of 3 from the field in the first half. Bailey Stevens, 1 out of 2. It's not because they're not trying, they're just not open. This is a very good defensive team at Garrett. As we told you at the beginning of the game, they average 35 points a game, so they're right there with Warsaw in the top 30 in points allowed. Keys to the second half, Warsaw's got to get people open. They got to get people moving to the basket. And when they get there, they got to finish. And again, I'm not saying that's easy. I'm saying that's what they got to do. It's halftime. It's 30-25. Garrett's got the lead. The halftime stats have been brought to you by Oliver Bergen and Company at 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at oliverbergen.com. We start the third after this timeout on News Now Warsaw.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road in Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's damage from a fire, flood, mold, storm, or biohazard, Lake City Restoration is the solution for your emergency service needs. Call 574-385-9111. That's 385-9111. Online at lcrestore.com or simply Google Lake City Restoration.
When my team goes to work for you, we are original. Professionals with modern, unparalleled marketing and unwavering standards and passion. To us, it's more than just selling someone a house. We move people's lives forward and guide them to a home. Handling the real estate task flawlessly is one thing, but our expertise in people and results is what clients respect about us. I believe that is what makes us successful. I'm Brian Peterson of the Brian Peterson Real Estate Group of Warsaw. You can reach us at brianpetersongroup.com.
Basketball is a game where your team could play man defense, zone defense, motion offense, press. You could focus on shooting threes or scoring in the post. Whatever strategy you use, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder for Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future.
Let Alder for Bergen be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder for Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderforbergen.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
Find out what's happening in your community on In the Know, Saturday mornings at 7 on News Now Warsaw.
We'd like to thank the following Athletic Department sponsors for helping make their this live broadcast on video on the Tiger Broadcast Network free to all viewers. Sim Financial, Lakeside Chevrolet, and Warsaw Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. We thank you for making the free video possible. A lot of people charging $10 a pop to watch the video. Warsaw doesn't want to do that. They want you to be able to watch it for free, and we know that people up in Northeast Indiana are watching. The people up in the Garrett area, I love coming to your community, by the way. It's a lot of fun to drive through there and spend a couple minutes in your downtown area. We hope that you are enjoying the broadcast here tonight. This season, this is the 6th time in now 16 games that Warsaw has trailed at halftime. 6 times Warsaw has trailed at halftime. In the previous 5, Warsaw is 2-3 in those games. So we'll see if they can turn that number around to a positive here in the second half. It will be Lady Tiger ball in what feels like a really, really, really important possession here to start the third quarter. Warsaw really needs good ball movement and a basket of any variety, 2, 3, layup, jump shot, whatever they can get. They need a hoop here to put some pressure on Garrett as we start the third quarter. Stevens walks it up. It's a man-to-man defense here by the Railroaders. And they're going to throw it to the right side to Bergen. Down to Krebs on the post. Right back out to Bergen. Now across to Sander. She's open and shooting for 3. It's good. Can you believe that? Abby Sander with 2 3-pointers today for the season. She's 5 out of 6. It's 30-28. Holy mackerel. Half a minute into the third quarter. Armstrong off to the right. Drives down the lane. Kicks it out. Bergman. He'll hand off to Kellum. Bergman, the emergency starter with the injury to Taylor Gerke, who injured her knee earlier today. Kellum almost fell down with the ball. Bergen took a whack at it. Couldn't get it away. Armstrong runs into Stevens. Now backs it all the way out beyond the volleyball line. Trying to wind it up again. Throws it to Kellum. Up the baseline. Ran into 2 black jerseys. To Ostrowski, now to Armstrong. Armstrong on the drive in the corner. Kellum, a 3 to answer. It's no good. Weak side rebound. Oh, nobody got it. It hit the floor and stayed there forever before Krebs grabbed it from the Lady Tigers. Warsaw with a chance to tie this trip. Bergen right wing. Out top Krebs, curling for an 8-footer. That was blocked. And it's saved in by Egoff, but it's saved into Owen for Garrett. Caseland was not open. It was an ill-advised shot. Armstrong in a hurry trying to create. She can create in the half court, but she's much better at trying to catch you unaware as you're regrouping on defense. Armstrong hands back to Kellum. She'll drive the left side of the lane, cut off by Bergen. Almost 2 minutes gone now in the third. Garrett 30, Warsaw 28 in the 44th Lady Tiger Tournament Championship game. Armstrong, right side to Owen. Remember, she's playing with 3 fouls. Remember, she played the last 3:36 of the first half with 3 fouls. Armstrong lobs inside. Ostrowski blocked by Sander. Sander grabs it out of midair. Again, Warsaw with a chance for tie. In transition, Bergen right side. Takes it down to the wing, back out to Stevens. Not a Bergen, and the ball is kicked as they try to feed it into Egoff. The defender there, Kellum, had backed way off of Zoe, so there really wasn't much of a chance of getting that ball down to Ava, and had she been able to catch it, she wouldn't have been able to do much with it. Krebs off the inbound, wide open 3, good! Caitlin Krebs, her 4th three-pointer of the game, and for the first time since the second quarter, Warsaw's got the big number on the board. It's 31-30. Armstrong the other way, hand-checking foul called on Bailey Stevens. Her second, out of bounds to the Railroaders on the near sideline at the far end of the Tiger Den. Garrett traveled very well today. They've got probably 150 people here. They have certainly more than Warsaw does. Armstrong jumps a pass to Ostrowski, back to the basket, back to Armstrong for a 3-pointer, and it's good. What a night she's having from 3-point range. That's her 4th. Railroaders back to lead, 33-31. Bergen up the left baseline, inside to Egoff. She's surrounded, forced it up, and a whistle and a foul called. This will be on Ostrowski, I think, and that'll be her first, and it's a non-shooting foul. It is on Morgan. Each team has one here in the second half. 5:11 left to play in the third. Warsaw down by 2. Bergen out to Stevens. Bouncing toward the right side, then coming back to the near side. Looking for Krebs, can't get it to her. Right side to Zoe. Quick touch pass down into Egoff. Makes a hard move. Shot it, no good. Got her own rebound. Now trying to force it back up. Slipped it across the lane to Bergen. She'll force it up. It's no good. Egoff the rebound. Back up and in. Ava with 6. And we're tied for the 5th time in the game. It's 33-33 with 4:45 left to play in our third quarter. Right side Kellum. Jumps a pass to Armstrong. Runs in the lane against Warsaw's zone defense. Bergman into the post. Ostrowski almost fell out of bounds with it. Got it back to Bergen. Bergman now around to Owen and then out to Armstrong. Jumps a pass deep left corner, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called. This will be Egoff running through the screen of Ostrowski. Ava with her first. Out of bounds to the Railroaders, baseline left at the far end. Good game. This is going to be a good last 12:23. On the inbounds, Armstrong left corner. Off a screen left, couldn't shoot. Looks at the post, more side it well covered. Now across the top to Bergman. We'll swing it around to the left. Armstrong for 3 more, and she got it again. What the world's going on? She didn't have any today. She had 11 through 14 games. She's got 5 now, and it's 36-33 as Sander thinks about a 3, drives the right side of the baseline, and lost the ball out of bounds. It hit Abby's foot, and it'll belong to the Railroaders again. That's just too far for Abby to go. She caught that ball almost at the 3-point arc. So that was going to take probably 4 dribbles. And the second one was tipped because she's just not a very fast dribbler. Armstrong off the right, a 3 over Stevens. No, not this time. Good defense by Stevens. Rebound to Bergen for the Tigers. Bailey in a hurry. Stops at the 3-point arc. Flipped it back to Egoff. Egoff drives the left side of the lane all the way in for 2. Ava had that look in her eye like she was going all the way. 36-35. Garrett by 1 with the ball. Armstrong jumps a pass to the corner to Owen. 3:23 left to play in our third quarter. Armstrong off a screen. Natalie averages 7 a game. She has 21 here in the final. Pass inside to Ostrowski. Stumbles in, shoots it, missed it. Foul called. Caitlin almost had the initial pass into the post. When she didn't get it, she was in trouble. And Krebs picks up the foul. Her first. 3rd against Warsaw in this half. Garrett's been called for 1. Ostrowski up there. She made 2 back in the first quarter for her only points of this championship. First one's up and in. Abby Peterson waiting at the scores table to check in. Now summoned onto the court. Brett Patrick did not peek around to see like he was supposed to. Bergen out. Peterson in with 3:11 left to go in the third. Ostrowski shoots this one up, and it's good. 4 for 4 for Morgan, and it is 38-35. Railroaders by 3 again. Peterson left wing. Out top for Stevens. Back to Peterson. A little two-player game on this side, but they back away from Abby. They dare her to shoot. Krebs, right side, Stevens. Out top, Sander. Left side to Krebs. Quite a battle going on in here. Out top, Peterson open for three, way short. Rebound tipped out, grabbed by Armstrong, and she takes off running. This is where she's dangerous. She'll hit the brakes, throw it across to Owen. Wide open for a 22-footer, and it's short. Rebound, though, grabbed by Kellum, and she puts it in. They got Owen to miss, but Warsaw was not regrouped, and Kellum makes it 40-35. Peterson in transition, up the baseline, all the way in, shot blocked by Kellum, and she grabs it off the bottom of the rim. Kellum in transition, as now Garrett trying to put together a run. Armstrong under the basket, stops, lobs it back out to Kellum. Kellum throws it back out to Armstrong, spins down in, underhand flip shot, no good. Stevens the rebound, she'll dribble out of there. Looking to make something happen in transition. Right side, Peterson lost the ball, got it back. Krebs open, underneath Stevens, cuts the basket for two. Stevens with 5, and a timeout called here by the Lady Tigers. It is a full. 1:57 left to play in the third. 40-37 in favor of Garrett. We're back in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
We've seen enough far too long. America has been turned inside out. Red versus blue, left versus right. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So what can we all agree on? Saving money, buying smart, looking out for our future. R&B Car Company is proud to be an American company where we buy smart. So you do save money. Look to the future. Find your next vehicle at rbcarcompany.com.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon. In basketball, as in life, preparation is key. That's why those of us at Rock Hill Pinnock work so hard. We put in the long hours necessary to help you win your case. We develop our skills through legal education, mediation training, and using the latest technology to fight for you. Our attorneys use their decades of experience to make sure that we're prepared to give you the best outcome possible. If you'd like to talk to us about your legal needs, call 267-6116 for an appointment. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Give us 15 minutes, we'll give you the world. This is News Now Warsaw.
Rob Renneker with family tonight. He will rejoin me a week from Saturday when the Lady Tigers will host Northridge in a critical Northern Lakes Conference matchup. That will be the next outing for Warsaw. You'll hear it right here on News Now Warsaw, right in this very place here in the Tiger Den. 1:50 clock running, third quarter. Garrett with the ball leading 40-37 over the Lady Tigers in the 44th Lady Tiger tournament. Kellum to the baseline, Ostrowski, skip pass across to Owen. Owen dribbles it out toward the timeline, across to Armstrong, who's had the game of her life here tonight. Armstrong left corner, Kellum drives in, double team, back to Armstrong, runs in the lane, back to Owen. A catch and shoot three-pointer is good. Faith Owen with her 22nd three-pointer of the season, and Garrett leads 43-37. Peterson finds a curling Krebs, running down the lane, flipped it up, blocked. Taken out of there by Armstrong. Ostrowski got that. It's 5-on-4 the other way. Kellum to the hoop, puts it in. And another timeout. This one we called by Garrett. The basket by Kellum gives her 9 and puts the Railroaders up by 8. And it's a mini timeout. We'll keep it here this time. So the Tigers have come up empty twice, and the Railroaders have made them pay with a 2 and a 3 to push the lead out to its largest now at 45-37. Still a long time to play, but right now Garrett is playing with offensive confidence that they did not have against Kokomo earlier today. Let's see what Lenny Krebs draws up during this timeout, which was not his. Which is really interesting because we've had 3 timeouts now taken in this game, and all 3 have been taken after the team that scored, right? So normally you would think a run is when the whistle sounded. I assume that Lenny Krebs was calling timeout there, but no, Bob Lapido is the one who wanted to talk to his team about what's coming next. A minute to play, third quarter. Warsaw down by 8. Peterson left wing, out to Egoff. Right side to Stevens. Peterson cuts the corner. Brooke Winchester's in the game for the Tigers. Sainer, left side Egoff. Up the baseline, backs down in, shoots from the block, shot it short. Rebound grab by Bergman, and now Garrett can push the lead to double digits here in the final 35 seconds of quarter number 3. Off to the right, Armstrong. Back to the far side, Kellum. They're going to spread the floor and play for the final shot, and they've got the possession arrow too. So a chance for 2 for 1 here, up by 8. Armstrong holding against Stevens. Breaks the count by backing up. Now Armstrong looking for space, 10 seconds. Stevens took a swipe at the ball, couldn't get it. Armstrong behind the back dribble, kicks it out to Kellum. Kellum on the drive to the elbow, and she traveled. Yeah, she did, big time. She's traveled several times. Nobody's caught it. 3.5 left, Warsaw will have that much left to get it down the court. Stevens deep in the backcourt. 2-1 to midcourt. At the buzzer, over the top of the backboard. Through 3 quarters, Garrett 45, Warsaw 37. We start the 4th in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, car stalls won't start, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, wrecking any state, and be the best rate, take the next step, go record the net, go with the guys who got the best tools, if you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you, bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, go record the net, they'll come get you.
Remember, when you get in a wreck,
go record the net.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road at Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's damage from a fire, flood, mold, storm, or biohazard, Lake City Restoration is the solution for your emergency service needs. Call 574-385-9111. That's 385-9111. Online at lcrestore.com or simply Google Lake City Restoration.
Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at newsnowwarsaw.com and the News Now Warsaw app.
Numbers through 3 quarters with Warsaw trailing 45-37. Garrett 14 of 29, 48%. 9 of 17 for three-point range, 8 of 8 at the free throw line. Warsaw 14 of 30, 47%. 6 of 13 for three-point range, 3 out of 7 at the line. Rebounding edge to Garrett, 17-16. Warsaw with 6 turnovers, Garrett with the same. And the Railroaders have the ball to start quarter number 4. Owen pressured by Peterson. Trying to drive, can't get in there. Now to Bergman, left wing. Bergman out to the top, Kellum. And Kellum traveled again. When she catches the ball, she hops to one side and then always goes the other way. I felt like she'd been traveling earlier in the game. It was not called. Now it is. And Warsaw's got the ball down by 8. Right side, Peterson. Out top for Egoff. Left side now to Stevens. Sainer down here in the post, trying to get open. Winchester at the top, makes a fake. Drives down the lane, put it up, a whistle, and she's going to be called for traveling. So that'll give the ball back to Garrett. Another missed opportunity for Warsaw. They can't give away opportunities. They have to get good shots every trip. If they don't go in, you can live with that. Bergman down deep against half-court trap, and Stevens literally will punch the ball into the scorer's table and out of bounds. And with 7:12 left to go, it's Garrett ball just on the other side of the center line as we look at it. Armstrong out top to Kellum. Back across to Owen. Now to Armstrong. And they'll swing it to Kellum, right corner. Skipped it across, wide open. Armstrong for 3, short. Stevens the rebound for the Lady Tigers. Bailey in a hurry. 1-on-2, 1-on-3. Now backs down in, couldn't shoot it, slips it to Sander on the block. She turns on a double team. She'll lean in and miss it, but a foul call. Sander will shoot 2 as Ostrowski picks up her second foul. So free throws for Sander, who has 7 points in the game, 4 of 4 at the line earlier today. First one's up and good. Abby averages 14 a game. Bergen in for Winchester. Abby now for the second of 2. Takes her time, shoots it from her chin, and shot it short. Rebound. Oh, Agoff had it. and Egoff couldn't come down with it, and it's belongs to Ostrowski, and here comes Warsaw into a half-court trap. Owen, far corner for Kellum, all the way across to Armstrong. Armstrong whips it across. Ostrowski in the lane, a whistle and a foul called. Saner, I think, is going to get the foul. It'll be Abby's third. Oh, and they're going to say it's a shooting foul. It's only Warsaw's fourth foul, but it's a shooting foul, and Ostrowski back to the line where she's 4 out of 4. And she's 5 out of 5 as the first one's up and in. It's an 8-point Garrett lead, 46-38. Now it could be 9 as Ostrowski gets the ball back, shoots it up, shoots it in. And the Lady Tigers are in trouble now. They're down by 9 with 6.5 left. Bergen left wing, down to Saner on the block. Turns inside, puts it up lefty and puts it in. Abby in double figures now for the 15th time in 16 games. Garrett leads 47-40, 6:15 to go. Kellum tight ropes the sideline, deep left corner, up the baseline with the pass all the way out to Owen. Left side to Armstrong, back down to Kellum in the corner, lost the ball again. Dribbles out of it, and a timeout's called by the Railroaders. This will be a 30, and we'll take this one with 6:05 left to play in the game. Garrett with a 47-40 lead at Warsaw in the championship of the Lady Tiger tournament. We're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
When my team goes to work for you, we are original. Professionals with modern, unparalleled marketing and unwavering standards and passion. To us, it's more than just selling someone a house. We move people's lives forward and guide them to a home. Handling the real estate task flawlessly is one thing, but our expertise in people and results is what clients respect about us. I believe that is what makes us successful. I'm Brian Peterson of the Brian Peterson Real Estate Group of Warsaw. You can reach us at brianpetersongroup.com.
You're listening to the Warsaw Tiger Radio Network, 99.7 FM, 1480 AM, newsnowwarsaw.com, and the News Now Warsaw app.
Roger Grossman back with you in the Tiger Den. The 44th Lady Tiger tournament. The championship game has 6:05 left in it. Warsaw trailing 47-40. Owen, Warsaw trapping. Armstrong, back to Owen. Back to Armstrong, far side. Left corner, Kellum. She shoots a 22-footer. Missed it. Weak side rebound. Bailey Stevens for the Lady Tigers. Well, shot selection not very good there. Stevens sees a space underneath the Egoff. Takes it in and puts it in. Defenders flying by. Ava Egoff's in double figures with 10. Her third double-figure game of the year. It's 47-42. Owen back to Armstrong. Across the line against the trap. Backdoor cut. Kellum takes it in. Put it up off the bottom of the rim. No good. Stevens the rebounded. She comes out of there flying again. Bailey back to the near side at the feet of Bergen. Back out to Saner. Saner looking. Throws it back to Bergen. They touch it down inside to Egoff. She'll turn to the lane. She's fouled. And the foul is on Ostrowski. That's her third. It's a non-shooting foul out of bounds. Warsaw trying to make a push here, down by 5 with 5:15 to go. Stevens will take a moment to tie her right shoe. And now will step out of bounds to throw it in. And on the inbounds, Bailey's looking and bounces into Saner. Saner on the block, backs down in, puts it up and in. Big and strong, Abby Saner. It's a 3-point game. 47-44, 5:08 left to play. Armstrong whips a pass underneath. Alone is Bergman. Whoa, she missed the layup. She was all by herself and she missed it. Egoff the rebound. Lady Tigers in transition. Stevens near side Bergen. Right down to Saner on the block. Turns and shoots. Yeah, no, missed it. Oh, from this angle, I thought it was going to go in. It rolled off the rim. A foul on Bergman, her first, and Saner shoots 2 to get Warsaw within 1. They were down by 9 just a little bit ago, and Saner shoots 2. Big deep breath for the senior headed to trying to play basketball. First one's up and in. 13 now for Abigail. And one more to get her team within a single point. Saner, as the gym goes very quiet, shoots it short. And the rebound is loose, and it's grabbed by Ostrowski. Rebound to the Railroaders. 47-45, they lead. 4:40 left to play. Owen to Armstrong into the front court against the trap. Backdoor, Bergen open inside. He missed again! And the rebound's grabbed by Abby Peterson, who just came in. Warsaw with a chance to tie. Up ahead for Bergen. Out to Egoff around to Stevens, now to Peterson. We have not seen Caitlin Krebs for a while. They dump it down to Sander. She'll back down to the block and put it up and tie the game. 15 for Abby, 30 on the day, and we are all level at 47 with 4:13 left to play. Now across the line, Armstrong picks up her dribble. She's trapped, in trouble, gets rid of it to Kellum. Now to Owen. Now she'll lob to Kellum. Down to the corner to Armstrong. Armstrong skips a pass out to Owen. In the corner, Bergman for a three-pointer. Hit the backboard first. Rebound to Peterson. She got knocked down out of there. And Egoff comes out of there with a whistle and a timeout called by Lenny Krebs. Timeout, Lady Tigers. It is a full 3:48 left to play here in the fourth of the Lady Tiger tournament. Warsaw 47, Garrett 47. We're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Basketball is a game where your team could play man defense, zone defense, motion offense, press. You could focus on shooting threes or scoring in the post. Whatever strategy you use, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder for Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future.
Let Alder for Bergen be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder for Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderforbergen.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
Now back to the Lady Tigers on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
The fans from the JV game have made their way back up the hallway. I cannot get the JV girls are sitting right down here below me. I'm trying to wave at one of them to get their attention to find out whether they won or not. Right now, the varsity game is all even. Warsaw was down 47-47. But Warsaw's forced the right people to take the right shots, and they've missed them. And again, the absence of Taylor Gerke for Garrett visible here in the last few minutes. Warsaw with a ball and a chance for the lead here in the fourth with 3:43 to go. Peterson, right corner to Bergen. Down inside Sander, right back out to Bergen. A three-pointer. It's good! Zoe Bergen, her second three-pointer of the night and the year. And Warsaw leads 50-47 with 3.5 minutes left to go. Armstrong to the timeline. Skip past left corner. Now back out to Owen. Pressured there by Bergen. Now to Armstrong. Back in the left corner. A three-pointer on the way by Markham, and she hits. McKenna Markham with her first three-pointer of the season. And we're back tied at 50-50. Bergen, touch pass inside, bad pass. Thrown into a double team, tipped by Kellum, taken away by Markham. 3 minutes left to go. Markham quickly the other way, shoots another three-pointer, rimming, good again! Markham hits. She'd only scored 2 points all year. Bergen, a three-pointer at the other end, in and out. Rebound back tapped out, loose on the floor. Armstrong comes up with it for Garrett with 2:40 left to go. Warsaw down by 3. Inside to Ostrowski. Back to Kellum. Three-pointer. Good. Kellum with 12. And just like that, Warsaw back down by 6. Sander left wing. Now to Bergen. Bergen up the baseline. Sees a space. Oh, she put it in. But a whistle and a foul on the drive against the Railroaders. Malcolm with her third. Oh, my goodness. She hit 2 big shots here in this game. Stevens to throw it in. Looking. Still looking. And bounces into Sander. Sander double teamed. Sander backs in. Shot it short. Fights for the rebound. Grabbed the rebound. Got tied up. No whistle. Holy mackerel. They almost grabbed Abby by the arm. They were trying to foul the keeper from scoring. Armstrong the other way. And she drives in and scores. They were trying to foul to keep Abby from scoring. Quickly down the other way. Sander, wide open layup, missed it. Got the rebound back, put it back up. Foul called. Now they call the foul. 1 trip down the floor too late. Warsaw down by 8 with 2 minutes to go. Bercy. Back-to-back three-pointers by McKenna Malcolm. Turned this game around. And Sander shaking that right hand. Again, they were grabbing her, trying to keep her from getting a layup. And the officials didn't even call that. Free throw up and in. 16 for Abby, 9 here in the fourth quarter, 31 for the day. She'll be on the all-tournament team for sure. Sanders shoots again, and she missed that one. 3 out of 6 at the line for Abby, and it's 58-51. Garrett's got the ball with 1:50 left to go. Warsaw trapping at midcourt. Owen at the line, backs up, and now across the line to Armstrong. Kellum, left wing, back up the sideline to Armstrong. Back to Kellum in the corner. She shoots a three-pointer. No good. Rebound, Ostrowski tips it back to Malcolm in the deep right corner. She trapped and got it out of there. Now to Armstrong with 90 seconds to play. Garrett looking for their 14th win of the season in 15 tries. And a foul called as Kellum is fouled down in the corner. The foul is on Egoff. That's her second. It's only the 5th Warsaw foul of the half. So Warsaw has to foul 2 more times. Armstrong will lob it all the way. Oh, and it's loose. And and traveling is called. They lobbed in the backcourt. Malcolm, for some reason, let it bounce. And it almost bounced over her head. And when she grabbed it, she traveled. So Warsaw with new hope. Peterson in the backcourt, Stevens. But Warsaw has no time to wait. They got to go right to it. And Caitlin Krebs is on the bench and not coming in. So clearly, something's wrong. She had a great first half into the third quarter. Back to a lob, Eboff, wide open, missed it. And the rebound to Ostrowski. And now the Railroaders in control of the game with 1:05 to go, up 7. Long pass down court, Kellum. Kellum to the left wing, all the way across to the near side to Owen. Owen now to Armstrong. Armstrong back out to Owen. Back to Armstrong. Left wing to Kellum. Up the baseline, ran into Egoff, and Ava was still moving. That'll be Ava's third. And free throws coming up here. No, I'm sorry, that'll be 16 fouls, so it'll be out of bounds. Warsaw won the JV championship, 44-24 over Kokomo. So they've had a good day today. Looks like the varsity's going to come up just short. Malcolm left wing, out to Armstrong. They're playing catch as the Lady Tigers trying to chase around. Kellum around to Owen, around to Armstrong. Left side, Malcolm. She stumbles, and a timeout's called here by the Railroaders. It'll be a full because that's all they have left. 31 seconds to play in the game. It's Garrett 58, Warsaw 51, and we're back in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
We've seen enough far too long. America has been turned inside out. Red versus blue, left versus right. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So what can we all agree on? Saving money, buying smart, looking out for our future. R&B Car Company is proud to be an American company where we buy smart. So you do save money. Look to the future. Find your next vehicle at rbcarcompany.com.
Welcome to another exciting year of Tiger basketball. At Rock Hill Pinnock, we enjoy listening to a hard-fought game with excitement and uncertainty at the end. However, uncertainty is exactly the opposite of what you want from a law firm. You want attorneys who know the law, who know how to solve your problem, and can give you the certainty of sound legal advice. That's what we pride ourselves on here at Rock Hill Pinnock. I'm Jay Rigdon, and I'm inviting you to call us at 267-6116 for an appointment to discuss your legal needs. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW 1480 AM and W259 DJ 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
Armstrong accepts the inbounds pass, and the ball's knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. 27 seconds left. Stay tuned after the game. The announcement of the all-tournament team will be made. The ball went out in the hallway. Police officer Brandon Zartman had to track it down. Kellum to throw it in. And she will look, and she'll have trouble, and she gets it into Owen. And then Owen's fouled by Stevens. Bailey with her third. 25.5 left. Now, free throws coming up for the Railroaders. Owen, for the season, 8 out of 12. She did not shoot free throws in the semifinals today. The 5'5" senior, who got into foul trouble in the second quarter and has avoided committing any more fouls. Owen's free throw is good. She has 6. And she's made it an 8-point game. And now Faith shoots it up there, and it's good again. She has 7. Her average is 6. Warsaw down by 9. Stevens drives in and is fouled. That's one of those Bailey. I don't think Bailey had any intention of shooting the ball. She was just going to run into the closest player to her and try to draw a foul, and that's exactly what she got. Armstrong with her first. And that's 17 fouls on the Railroaders. Bailey at the line, 5 points, 13 for the day. Free throw up and in. Warsaw has not shot free throws well. As a matter of fact, if Warsaw would have shot free throws well, this would be a whole different game right now. Bailey makes them both. She's 3 for 3. And a foul called on Bergen. After 3 quarters, Warsaw was 3 of 7. Armstrong to shoot. What a day she's had. 30 points for the 2 days, pending the free throws here. That one's good. 24 in the championship game. Again, she averages less than 7. For the big story, 5 3-pointers. And that one's up and good. 5 3-pointers. She only had 11 all season. Stevens drives in and scores. Timeout, Lenny Krebs with 13.7 left. We'll take that. 13.7 to go. Garrett 62-55 leaders. We're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, car stalls won't start, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, I reckon any state, and need the best rate, take the next step, call records and net, go with the guys who got the best tools, if you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you, bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, call records and net, they'll come get you.
Remember, when you get in a wreck,
call records and net.
Give us 15 minutes. We'll give you the world. This is News Now Warsaw.
Well, we'll talk with Lenny Krebs after the game, find out what's going on with Caselin, who played really well for 2.5 quarters and then went out and hasn't come back in. And a foul called as Warsaw trying to prolong the game. Peterson picks up her second foul. However, the outcome is inevitable with Garrett up 62-55 with 10.5 to go. Final scoring, final stats, conversation with Lenny Krebs coming up. Garrett clears the lane as Armstrong puts in another one. 26 for Natalie Armstrong. That is 20 more than her average. And that one's no good. Sander with the rebound for Warsaw. Stevens up the court, 6 seconds, 5 in the corner. Peterson open for 3, no good. Rebound to Egoff. She'll force it up at the buzzer. That will go in, and it will count. Egoff with 12, ball game over. Garrett wins in the Lady Tiger tournament. In their first ever Lady Tiger tournament, they win by a final score of 63-57.
Orders. Okay, the alternate team selections for the Warsaw Lady Tigers. Number 11, Bailey Stevens. And number 31, Abby Sainer. For the Garrett Railroaders, number 10, all tournament, Bailey Kellum. And the most valuable player for the entire tournament, number 4, Natalie Armstrong. Congratulations to the Lady Railroaders on your championship.
And now Assistant Athletic Director Michael Howell will hand them the trophy as Warsaw falls to defeat tonight to Garrett, 63-57. The Railroaders with their 14th win out of 15 tries. Post-game coverage begins after this timeout on News Now Warsaw.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road at Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's